Don't you wish you had more money? You know investing will help, but it always intimidates you. Worry not, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can get started with $0, land stock and crypto trading and make your first trade. This video is for absolute beginners, but if you have some experience, I think you would learn a thing or two from this video. The first thing that you need to get started with investing is a brokerage account. Chances are that you can start one with your current bank, but a quicker option would be to get started with an online platform. Robinhood, Webull, Interactive Brokers are just a few options available based on where you live. In this video, I'm going to use Etoro because this platform has an option of virtual portfolio creation. This means that you can get started with virtual money. This is an ideal situation for beginners as you would not have to invest your real money before you can learn a few things about investing in stocks and cryptocurrencies. To get started with Etoro, you need to sign up with them. I'll put a link for Etoro below the like button. After the registration process is completed, you can get started with their virtual portfolio option. After logging in, here is how the Etoro platform looks. Here you're seeing my active portfolio. We are going to start with the virtual portfolio. So for that, you just need to go to the bottom left, click to switch to virtual. Now here you'll be able to see that you are about to switch to your virtual portfolio. Here you can practice your skills without any risk of loss. This is exactly what we need as a beginner. So we're going to click on switch to portfolio. We just click on home and you see that we have a virtual portfolio of $100,000. This is the amount that we can use to invest in different kind of cryptocurrencies, stocks, ETFs, etc, etc. If you look at the left side, you have the option of home, watch list, portfolio, discover. On the top, you'll see the price for Bitcoin, the conversion from euro to US dollar, the price of oil, S&P 500, Dow Jones 30, etc. To get started, you can either go to your portfolio. Here you'll see that you have a total amount of $100,000 available. Total funds that are allocated is $0. The total profit is $0. The total virtual equity is 100,000. So the first thing that we are going to do is buy a single stock, and in this example I'm going to show you how you can buy Apple stock. Firstly, go to the search bar and search for Apple. So we're going to click Apple. On the top you'll see that it's markets and then people. You want to go to the markets and click on Apple. Here we'll see that the current price of Apple is $148.79 US. These prices will vary depending on when you're watching this video. In the bottom, you'll also see that the prices are given by Nasdaq in US dollars. You can only buy these stocks when the market is open. Right now, as you can see, the market is open. We can actually buy this stock. So we're going to click on trade. We have two options of sell and buy. So we do not have any Apple stocks at the moment, so we cannot sell anything. So right now we'll click on buy. Then we see the price for Apple. On the right, we have an option of order or trade. So when you click on order, you'll see a new option, which is rate. So this is the amount that you are willing to pay for a single stock. So if you put in 150 at the moment, this means that you're willing to pay more than the market price. So this order is going to be executed without any issues. But if you think the price of Apple is going to go lower and you think, okay, in a couple of hours or a couple of days, this price is going to go lower and you are only willing to buy a single Apple stock for, let's say, $145. So you put on this rate, and now the order will only execute when the price of Apple is at 145 or lower. This is called a limit order. Essentially, this means that you're putting a limit at which you want the order to be executed. So if you go back and click on trade, now what you're saying is whatever the price for this stock is, I want to buy X amount of these stocks. So in the order option, if you click $5,000, this means that you are going to buy 33.61 units or 33.61 stocks of Apple, which is going to be 5% of your total equity or 5% of the whole amount from your portfolio, and the exposure is going to be $5,000. Below you see no stop loss, 1x leverage and take profit. So when you click on the option of leverage, this means that you're actually buying a complex order. So you're going to buy a CFD trade. For beginners, this is absolutely not recommended because this is a complex order type. As a beginner, you need to start with basic orders before you go into complex options. So we're going to click on 1x this will lead to you actually buying the asset. As you can see here, below 1x is you are buying the underlying asset. But if you click on x2, this means that this is a CFD trade. If you want me to explain how CFDs work, how margin works, let me know in the comments below and I'll make a separate video on these topics. But let's say in this example, we want to buy $5,000 worth of Apple stocks without any margin. We're going to click on $5,000, 1x, and then click on open trade. Now at the bottom you see that an order of $5,000 has been received, and if we go back to our portfolio, we have an option open for $5,000 worth of Apple stocks, which can be seen here. The amount is $5,000. The units is 33.61. We've opened the order at a single stock being at $148.7. The current price is $148.66. So here we see the profit to loss ratio being 0.08%. Most of the free brokers do not have a commission on buying, but they make a profit by using spreads. What spread means is they make a really small profit per order that is executed from your side. So this is the small spread difference, or the amount that you paid and the amount at which the stock was available for. Amount is very small, so depending on how much stocks you buy or sell, there's always going to be some spread. So if you click on this buy Apple, the invested amount when this trade was open and the current profit to loss ratio. Similarly, you can also buy ETFs, commodities. For example, if you are interested in the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF, you can simply search for VOO. Click here and you'll see that a single stock for the S&P 500 ETF is at $421.78. If you want to open a trade, click on open. Again, select the amount that you want to invest in. So $4,000 will correspond to 9.47 units, and click trade. Now the order has been received. We can confirm that in our portfolio. You can see here that an order was pending for a few seconds, but now the order has been fulfilled and now it's in our portfolio. I don't think you can directly buy ETFs without them being CFDs. So as you can see here that this is going to be a CFD trade. Selling stocks is as simple as buying them. So if you see, Apple has given us a profit of $3.7 within the time of me making this video. So if we want to sell this stock, we simply click on this X amount and we're going to close this trade. If you want to close a part of this trade, we can also select a smaller amount, say $2,500 if we want to sell half of this position. So we put on 2,500 and click on close trade. Now half of this trade has been sold. Now we are invested with 2,500 instead of $5,000. Okay, now you know how to buy and sell stocks, ETFs. Now we're going to talk about cryptocurrencies. To discover which stocks, ETFs and other commodities Etoro has to offer, you can simply go to the Discover option within Etoro. Click on Discover and here you'll be able to see the stocks that are available, cryptocurrencies, indices, ETFs and commodities that you can buy. Below that, you can also copy different kinds of traders. This is again a topic for another video. I'll make a specific video on copy trading on Etoro. So consider subscribing if you want to watch that video as well. Here what we want to know is which cryptocurrencies does Etoro actually offer. For that, we just click on crypto and see the different coins that are available on Etoro. If you are liking my content so far, I would really appreciate if you hit the like button. It only takes a second and helps me out a lot. If we scroll down a little bit and click on view all, here we will be able to see all of the cryptocurrencies that Etoro has to offer. So we see Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, XRP, Dash, Litecoin, Ethereum, Classic, etc. Etoro actually does not have a really large amount of coins available, but they do have the big coins and certain very smaller but trendy coins as well. For example, you'll be able to see Dogecoin and Shiba Inu as well within Etoro. Similar to buying stocks, we can also buy cryptocurrencies. If you want to buy a cryptocurrency, simply click on the search menu. Here I will write down Ripple or XRP, click next, and here click on the trade button. Now I want to put in the amount which I want to buy the cryptocurrency for. So here I'll be putting an amount of 50 euros and click open trade. Alright, here I have bought 50 euros or $50 worth of Ripple. It's showing that it's already invested. One thing I need to mention is that Etoro handles cryptocurrencies differently compared to other exchanges. For example, if you buy cryptocurrencies from Binance or Coinbase, etc., you have the ability to transfer those cryptocurrencies from that exchange into another exchange or a hardware wallet. But on Etoro, you have certain specific rules and certain specific cryptocurrencies that can be transferred out. For example, if you want to transfer your Ethereum out of Etoro into an external wallet, you first need to transfer it from the Etoro trading app into the Etoro money wallet, and then you can only transfer it out into an external wallet or a hardware wallet. I have discussed all of these issues in detail in a video here. Similar to stocks and cryptocurrencies, you can also buy certain commodities on Etoro. For example, if you want to buy oil, you can also buy it here on this platform. So let's search for oil, click on this option here, and then we can click on trade. So at the moment, the price of oil is 83.52. If you want to buy it for an amount of $1,000, we can select for this option. But unfortunately, this is going to be a CFD trade and you are not actually buying the underlying assets. And as I mentioned, CFD trades are complicated and you need to know certain things about these kinds of trades before you get into it. I would recommend getting started with basic stocks, then look into cryptocurrencies and look up on how margin trading works and how do CFDs work. With every type of investing, there are risks involved. So that's why it's always better to get started with some kind of virtual portfolio, see how buying different kinds of stocks, ETFs, cryptocurrencies, commodities work. And if you are really new to this, it is absolutely recommended that you do not start with real money. It's better to get started with virtual money, see how different kinds of stocks, ETFs, cryptocurrencies work, and then learn a little bit more, get informed about the different kinds of risks that are involved in investing, and then invest your actual amount. Hope you like this video. Click here if you want to see my Etoro cryptocurrency portfolio, and here if you want to know how to transfer cryptocurrencies from Etoro into Binance. Thanks very much for watching and bleib gesund.